today?
Oh, I thought it was Ruby.
Like, hi. Hi.
Okay, hopefully it works, Mama. Okay, my friends, let's do this thing. Quick, whew, announcements. I have my frequency class this Saturday. So frequency is just breathing, breath work, one type of breath for like an hour long. If you want more information on why we do that, please talk to me after class. I love to talk about it. So it's breathing and then just laying there and listening to sound. And I have Dante Giacobassi, who is awesome. He's like the lead singer and plays like 20 instruments for the Pickpocket Bluegrass Band, if you know them. So for the sound part of it, I play my bowls and gong and all these instruments, and then he plays like his viola, really slow bow, and then mandolin and flute and all these different instruments. So if you're around this Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. in this space, would love to have you. And then I also have my Sundance retreat with spots still available first weekend in December, Friday to Sunday. There's flyers out on the desk for that retreat and for my El Salvador retreat, which has one room left, and for Costa Rica, which is next May. So that one has a little longer, you have longer to decide. But I keep telling people, if you put your deposit down first, then you'll get a cooler room. There's some of the rooms have like fire heated hot tubs in them. They're really cute. Okay. Let's go ahead and practice. What's your name? Kathy. Kathy Griffin. Nice to see you too. All right, my friends, comfortable seated meditation. And if that means you take a moment to kind of get your wiggles out or to feel into your physical body in some way, please feel free. So I always like to just move a little before settling in. So take your time. And when you are ready, find stillness. So as you sit, feel into the length of your spine, the length of the back of your neck. Let your eyes either close or let your gaze lower and soften. And just start to really fully arrive here in this space. So everybody, obviously, we made it here physically. Good job. But see if you can now bring yourself here mentally, emotionally, energetically as well. So for the next about 75 minutes, everything outside of these four walls kind of just falls away. Don't need to worry about it, nothing to change or fix or control. Just be right here, simply in your body, noticing, feeling, connecting. Start to notice, feel, and connect with your breath a little bit more. So maybe that means you visualize your breath using your imagination. Maybe that means you just bring more awareness to your breath in some way. You might start to feel the air that moves out of your nostrils passes above your top lip. Maybe you start to feel into the expansion of each inhale, the contraction of each exhale. And everybody, with your next inhalation, fill up as big as you can. And when you think you are absolutely full, hold in that fullness. And then see if you can take an extra little sip and maybe sit up just a little taller. Open your mouth and let it out. Do that a couple more times. So great big huge inhale. Take up more space with your body, even if it's just energetically. Hold. And again, find that extra little sip of air at the top. out your mouth when you're ready. Sigh it out, let it go. Yes, one more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Imagine you're waking up your insides with this prana, with this life force. Hold in fullness. And this time, see if there's 2 sips you can find at the top. And everything, let's go. Sigh it out. Good job. Seal your lips now and begin to cultivate your Ujjayi breath, Ujjayi pranayama. So pranayama exercises are breath exercises, breath techniques that have been used for thousands of years. And Ujjayi specifically, it means vibrant breath. So what does vibrant breath feel like in your body? It's in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So rather than hearing it and feeling it as it moves through your nostrils, you really hear it and you really feel it as it moves through the back of your throat. You're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat that you constrict when you whisper or when you gasp or when you hum. So I like to sometimes imagine that I'm humming on the inside. So I might not be using my voice, but I'm still creating a vibration by breathing in this way. Really start to connect to your breath. So not only is it vibrant and powerful and energizing, but at the same time, it seems almost like a dichotomy. At the same time, it's calming, it's slow, it's steady, it's regulating. So this is the breath technique we use during a flow yoga class to support us and guide us from the inside in every single pose and every single transition. So if this breath hasn't quite clicked for you in your practice yet, no big deal. But see if you can stay curious about it. Don't give up on it. And in the meantime, just breathe in whatever way you can, as deeply, as intentionally as you can. If you want to stay here a little longer or a lot longer, if you want to come back here at any time during our practice, please feel free. So this seated meditation and connection to your own rhythm, to your own inner space, this is always here for you whenever you want it, whenever you need it. If you're ready to start moving, my friends, come forward to hands and knees. Take this breath with you. And once you're on hands and knees, anything goes. So intuitive movement. And that might be cat-cows to begin with. Maybe you just feel like sitting back into a child's pose for a few breaths. Maybe you want to come all the way forward to some sort of heart opener, cobra variation. Scorpion cobra. So lots of ways to explore from your hands and your knees. Start to imagine, maybe even close your eyes, and imagine you're a 4-legged creature, you're a 4-legged animal of some sort. You just woke up from a long nap and you're getting ready to run through the jungle. So how would you warm up your body? How would you stretch and feel all the different parts of your body? How would you use your breath to wake your body up from inside? Give yourself about 3, 4, 5 more rounds here. And then eventually, my friends, downward facing dog is our destination. So you can start your own transition back to your own down dog whenever you would like. And once you're back in your dog pose, big, spacious breaths, Ujjayi breath. Good job. So in your downward facing dog, my friends, keep feeling around. See if you can get out of your thinking, talking, judging mind and feel your body. So maybe that means you close your eyes. Put your awareness in your hands. Feel your strong hands on the ground. Spread your fingers. Even grip the ground with the pads of your fingertips. Feel your strong, stable shoulders. And see if you can find in your down dog a connection to your center. So imagine, I always say this, imagine you've got an invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling up and it's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So it's lifting you out of your arms and your upper body. Can you feel your breath flowing through you? That inhale, every single time, it creates a sense of lightness, a sense of buoyancy from the inside. And every single time you exhale, it's like you're connecting back to your intrinsic strength. You're feeling into your intrinsic power. So use your breath to hold you. Take one more inhale into your down dog, my friends. And as you exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you would like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, hang out in your fold for a few rounds. So if you want to, maybe a ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows. Invitation to bring your feet at least hips width distance apart, or maybe even a little wider for this first one. All of your toes face directly forward, little or big bend in your knees. Relax your neck, let your head be heavy, and then focus on using your core to lift your sit bones as high as you can. So as you lift your butt, then you might start to straighten your legs a little more. But if you have a big bend in your knees, totally fine. Face soft. Neck is not efforting. Take one more round here. As you inhale, come to a halfway lift position. Get all the rounding out of your back. And as you exhale, release and fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. So press back through the tops of your thighs and see if you can even feel your sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold. Now from the press of your feet, we'll rise all the way up. Come through your halfway lift. Keep rising, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms reach up, high mountain. Exhale, dive down slowly. So stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, then fold. Halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, release. Press into your feet, connect to your center, lead with your heart, rise back up, arms overhead, inhale. And hands to heart as you exhale. Let's take that one more time through. This time, see if you can close your eyes. Feel from the inside. Inhale, reach. So it's called your proprioception. Feel how your body moves through space. Exhale, dive. Feel your strong core. Connect to it. Yes, nice, Kate. As you inhale, lift halfway. Back of your neck is long. Sides of your neck are long. Exhale, let it go. From the press of your feet, use your strong core. Lead with your heart. Rise, arms overhead. Inhale. So much awareness in that simple movement. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good job. This time, inhale, take your arms up. Pause right here. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Turn your left palm towards the right side of the room. And then send your hips over towards the windows as you gently tug on your left wrist. Pull your upper body to the right. So if I were to let go of my wrist right now, it would slingshot out. So as I pull with my right arm, I'm resisting with my left. Make sure your left shoulder is plugged into the socket. So pull it back and down. Your bicep should be next to your ear, not in front of your face or even next to your cheek. Take one more deep breath. Most of your weight is in your left foot. Good job. Inhale, bring it back to center. Realign, switch your grip. So grab your right wrist with your left hand. And same thing, other side, take it up and then over. So it's like you're trying to create a crescent moon shape with your body. More weight in your right foot, and especially press into the inner edge of your right foot. If you would like, you can reach your left tiptoes out to the left really lightly. Breathe into your right rib cage, the space between your ribs. Nice, Liz. See if you can breathe more length into your right waistline. Pull your right shoulder back and down. Plug it in. Last deep breath. Good job. Inhale back to center. Nice, Lonnie. As you exhale, bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers here. All right, this is a little bit funky. Everybody bend your elbows a lot and press your palms together like they're suction cupped. Now, draw circles with your hands like you just threw them into the washing machine. Circle, 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 circle. So you want to feel some heat building in your shoulders. Circle the opposite direction. Circle, circle, circle. Circle, circle, circle. Feel that heat build. Keep breathing. Now, next time you inhale, stretch. So reach your knuckles back and feel that opening in the front of your shoulders. Try not to lock out your elbows. So feel a little or even a big bend in your elbows. Maybe suction cup your palms together. If you want a little bit more, add a tiny baby back bend. Puff up your heart, gaze up, press your hips forward, but hug in with your inner thighs. Take one more big inhale. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. Take it all the way down and fold. Relax your neck. So crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Feel your core engage to lift your sit bones higher. Weight more forward in your toes and the balls of your feet. And then only then, if you can straighten your legs, you can start to press more into your heels. So if you're rocking back into your heels, if that's where most of your weight is, you're missing the pose. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands to low back, release your clasp, let your arms hang. Give them a little shake, give them a little dangle. Halfway lift. Next time you breathe in, realign. And exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, plank position, top of your push-up. Spread your fingers really wide. Pause here for a moment and just kind of rock forward and back. Take little baby rocks like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body, like you're cutting through a loaf of bread with your body. Yes. Nice, Kathy. So strong arms, push the ground away. Strong core, draw your belly button in and up. Take one more inhale here. If you want, you can come to your knees to modify. As you exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga hold. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up, high plank. One more like that. Exhale, halfway down. Strong shoulders, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. Nice, okay? As you exhale, slowly lower for 3, 2, 1, all the way to your belly. Spider-Man Cobra, bring your hands out wide. So your hands are on the hardwood floor, up on your fingertips, elbows face straight up. Lift your heart, breathe in. Tone your belly, navel to spine, protects low back. Exhale, twist to your right, dip your left shoulder down a bit. Inhale, come back to center, lift your heart only as high as feels right to you. Exhale, other side. So twist, right shoulder dips down. Good job. Inhale back to center. Hands are nice and wide on the hardwood floor on your fingertips. Go one more time each side. So if you have your hands close together, you're not going to be able to get the mobility in your shoulders. This is almost like a shoulder pigeon. So hands nice and wide will give you more from this pose. Back to center eventually. And as you're ready, however you want to get back, downward facing dog. Nice bend. About 5 rounds in your down dog. So feel free to move if you want to explore if you want to. Feel whatever there is to feel in your down dog today. So even if you've been in downward facing dog 1,000 times before, I don't care. What does it feel like right now in your body? How is your breath flowing through you? Is there any way you could adjust to be a little more efficient or to get a little more out of it, to find more space inside, to breathe bigger, deeper? Very nice poses, everybody. Take one more big inhalation into your down dog. As you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, forward fold, however you would like to get there. Once you've arrived, lift halfway, breathe in, lengthen out. Nice, Sydney. Exhale, release, fold. Connect to your center, and from that place, take it all the way back up, arms overhead. Inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, let's build our flow. Inhale, arms to the sky. Now listen, grab your left wrist with right hand. You are absolutely welcome to do the same thing we did before, or option to add legs. So if you want to, left toes step off the right edge of your mat. I like a bend in my front knee, and then I try to keep my back leg as straight as possible. You can also bend both knees if you want, or straighten both legs if you want. but add your side body stretch. Pull your right hip back and your left hip forward, squeeze your inner thighs, and breathe down your left side. If you don't like this leg variation, it feels like something's not quite right today, maybe you just stay in the first variation we worked with. Take one more round, feel your pose, feel every space inside. Inhale, come back to center, switch or let go of your grip for a moment, and exhale, chair plane pose. So bend both knees and swing your arms back behind you. As you swing your arms back, notice if you rounded and you're now looking at the ground. See if you can lift your heart like you're doing cobra, and then feel your shoulder blades squeeze around your spine. Feel your back muscles hug your spine. Beautiful. Awesome work, my friends. Stay here, or if you want to, you can float up to your tiptoes, lift your heels really high, and feel the strength in your feet and your ankles. Maybe even bend your knees a little more, get your butt a little lower. Last deep breath here. Nice, Mikhail. As you inhale, set your heels on the ground, reach your arms to the sky. Now grab hold of your right wrist, and you choose crescent moon shape, just like we did before, or right toes off the left edge of your mat, like a curtsy with your legs. One leg is straight, both knees are bent, or both legs are straight. Up to you. You can feel into it. You do want to square off your hips as best you can. So pull your left hip back. Nice, Laura. And then breathe down your right side. Breathe into your right waistline. Soften your face. Last round. Good, Anya. Inhale back to your mat. Release your grip. And this time as you exhale, cactus your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign, reach high, neutral spine. And as you exhale, stick your butt out. Weight is in your toes, not in your heels. So I can lift my heels as I dive if I want to, all the way down, forward fold. Good job. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Good, Eileen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. Find your own way to down dog. So move through your vinyasa however you want, or skip it completely. Substitute cat-cows. You do you. See you in downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. All right, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Beautiful. And if you want, for a moment, feel free to open up your hip or kind of explore, maybe roll out your ankle, even circle your knee. But then in your next couple breaths, everybody see if you can feel square hips. So square off your hips. Yes, nice, Beck. Inner thighs face each other. Good, Kate. And then I don't care about height, but go for length, strength, and power in your right leg. So make your right leg strong and powerful. Active through your right foot. See if you can feel the front of your right thigh, your quad muscles start to fire up. Now use your strong core. Maybe lift your hips a little higher. One more inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, round your spine, push the ground away, and soft as you can, step forward, low lunge. Take your time to rise up to crescent lunge. So all of your toes face directly forward, square hips, energetically pull your front hip back and your back hip forward. So you're hugging towards midline and building your strong foundation through your legs. And from your strong foundation, your upper body can grow into your expression. So feel, what do you want to embody in your crescent lunge? What do you want to invite in? If it's softness and sweetness, maybe you soften your fingers or soften your facial muscles, your shoulders. If it's anger, maybe today you want to let your anger flow through and you make fists with your hands. So I really don't care what it is, as long as it's intentional and you feel it in your own body. You're getting curious about what's there. Take one more inhale into your variation of this crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. And then we did this on Sunday if you were here. Horizon lunge. Right arm reaches forward, up. Spin all of your 10 toes towards the right side of the room and reach your right arm back as your hips come down. So this may be where you stay and you can just kind of be here for a moment, work this stretch. Or if you want to play, maybe you lift your hips like you're going into a variation of side plank and then lower them down a few times. Maybe you lift your hips and hold there for a moment. If you want core work, working those left side oblique muscles, that would be where you go. But you do you, whatever is calling to you in your body today. And if this is a really uncomfortable position, see if there's any way you can adjust to make it work a little better in your own body. Yes, nice work. Take about 2 more breaths here. Nice, Liz. And then just like we're rewinding, we're gonna come back into our low lunge. So next time you inhale, lift your hips, reach your right arm up, forward and down. So now spin your toes to face the front of the room. Root down into your right foot, standing splits, left leg to the sky. So just like a one-legged forward fold. Let your neck relax rather than looking forward and straining through your neck. This is like a forward fold. Neck is relaxed, face is soft. Hug in with your right inner thigh. If your hips are opening, that's perfectly fine. So this pose, you can work it with square hips, or you can open your hips either way, but just make sure you're not dumping into your outer right hip. So your right inner thigh hugs in, your belly button lifts you up. Take one more inhale and see if you can lift your left toes a little bit higher. Exhale, left knee to your nose, bend both of your knees, curl into a little ball, balancing on your right foot. Inhale, re-extend your left leg, and if you want, you can add a little handstand hop. 2 more. Exhale, curl in like you're doing a crunch, round, hollow out. Inhale, re-extend, or a little handstand hop. Exhale, one more time. Crunch, knee to your nose. Good job. Inhale, re-extend. Now listen, forward fold. Set your left foot down next to right. Give your right leg a little shake out if you want to. Bring your big toes together if they're not already. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground and nose towards your knees. You can choose to leave your heels down or press them down to work ankle flexibility. Or you can choose to lift your heels up really high to work strength. And then maybe even try wrapping your arms around the front of your shins to work balance. Breathe into your back body. Get as small and compact as you can as you exhale. Find your center. Yes. Awesome, Anya. Last couple of rounds. Feel your breath in your back ribs. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. Stick out your butt. If you want to, you can adjust your stance, widen your feet. Exhale, fold. Take it all the way up, rise, arms overhead as you inhale. Pause here in your high mountain pose. So notice as you stand with your arms reaching up, where are your own personal imbalances? For me, I tend to press my ribs forward and stick my butt out. So I kind of bend my knees and feel into a more neutral spine. Some people are the opposite. Their tailbone tucks under and they round forward. So feel, is there any way you could be a little more just neutral, in alignment in your own body? Right foot will be your foundation, my friends. Moving into a balance, standing staff. Lift your left knee up. Flex your left toes back towards your shin. Hug in with your inner thighs. Yes, good, beautiful. Saw through your face. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, figure 4 with chair plane arms. So outer left ankle, top of right thigh. Reach your arms back and sit back. This is where we'll go in our breath to movement flow. But for right now, we're gonna be here for a few breaths. So if you want to take it somewhere else on your own, please feel free to explore. Maybe a forward fold variation, maybe a twist or an arm balance, whatever works for you. And maybe that's falling out of the pose or coming out of the pose on purpose and then coming back in when you're ready. So meet yourself where you are at today. No comparison. Nice, Sue. This is not a performance. We're just here to practice and to play and to connect with our bodies. Nice job. In your next couple rounds, see if you can make your way back to standing staff. If it's too much, high mountain is just fine. You can set both feet on the ground if needed. Otherwise, left knee is lifted, arms reach up, and maybe even extend your left leg forward. Take one more big inhale. Slow motion, low lunge. See if you can land with fingers and toes at the exact same time. And we will not do this in our breath to movement flow, but for right now, hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your mat, maybe even off of your mat onto the hardwood floor. Here are your options. You can lift your hips high, lower your heart down, or you can lower your hips down, lower your back knee down, and lift your heart up. If you take this variation, try not to put a lot of weight in your hands. So when all the weight is in your hands, you're just holding yourself up almost like you're doing a push-up. You want the weight to be able to move back into your hips. Lift your heart like you're trying to cobra your chest. Yeah, maybe fingertips just on the ground, or maybe you use a block under your hands. Try not to let your front knee come forward of your ankle, not because it's inherently bad, but because then you're not using the mobility in your hip, you're using the mobility in your knee and your ankle. Good job, friends. Take about 3, 4, 5 more breaths. If you are in this variation with your heart lifted and it feels not like much, walk your front foot further forward. All right, back up to your hands if you're not there already. And walk your right foot back to midline so you're framing it with your hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. From here, 3-legged down dog. So right leg all the way back and up. Open up your right hip for just a moment. So peel it open. Yes, knee is bent. Stack right hip on top of left. Squeeze your outer right glute. Take one more inhale. You can stay here if you want. Otherwise, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Push the ground away. Yes, nice, Eileen. Inhale, back up. Maybe open your hips, scorpion tail your legs. Feel how you articulate through your hip. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit. Aim high, yes. Inhale, 3-legged dog. This time, square hips. As you exhale, rock forward to plank position. You can take it as 3-legged, or you could bring your feet down, knees down, chaturanga. Inhale, take your time, grow into a back bend of your choice. And then for a moment, child's pose it out. Sit back and rest. Just be in your body. Be with your breath. Feel whatever is flowing through you. No judgment, just observation. So judgment sounds like this. Sounds like, oh my gosh, I'm so weak today. Why did I even come to this class? Everybody else looks so strong. Everybody else looks so flexible. That voice, that's judgment. So let it go. Just be in your body. I feel really weak today. How interesting. What's going on in my life that might make me feel maybe a little more tired right now? Just getting curious without judgment. It doesn't matter what anybody else's practice in this room looks like. It's just you, your body, your breath. You don't need to think your way through it. Feel your way through it. That's how we connect. Our bodies do not speak English. They speak in energy. They speak in breath. They speak in sensation. So that is how we connect, just by tuning in more over and over and over again. Downward facing dog as you are ready. Ujjayi breath. So is your breath still there, big, spacious, and powerful? Or have you lost it? No judgment, just observation. All right. Left leg to the sky. Next inhale. And if you want, you can explore for a moment. Open your hip, point flex, circle your knee around. Nice knee, really good, everybody. Awesome, Kathy. Softer your face. Square off your hips now. So what do square hips feel like for most people? You can't lift your leg quite as high. I do not care about height. Go for length, strength, power. So if I came over and tried to push your left leg to the ground, it wouldn't even move. Take one more inhale, push into the ground with your fingertips. Exhale, knee to your nose, round your spine, scoop out your belly, shoulders over wrists. You're on your back, tippy toes, and then step through softly. Nice, Laura. Rise, crescent lunge, slowly. So all 10 toes face forward. You're on the ball of your back foot. If you want to modify, of course you can. Back knee can stay on the ground, or if warrior one is a modification for you, that's fine. If you're with me in crescent, pull front hip back hip forward. So you're hugging towards midline. You feel your strong foundation. And whatever you want to embody, your fullest expression today in this moment, feel everything there is to feel. Feel your own aliveness, the energy that flows through your fingers and through your toes. Everything outside of this room gets to disappear for just a moment, and feel yourself in crescent lunge. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Nice job. Horizon lunge. So left arm reaches forward, up. Spin all of your toes towards the windows as you reach back, and let your hips come down. So all of your toes are facing towards the windows. You're on the outer edge of your back foot, and this should feel kind of good. It's like almost like a pinup girl. You're just relaxing. So you can feel into this nice stretch here. Or maybe you want to work the strength. Lift your hips, hold, lift and lower a few times. You're on the outer edge of your back foot if you're taking those lifts and lowers. And you can do what you did on the other side, or maybe something totally different. This side might feel totally different, so do honor that. Last couple of rounds. And remember, we'll just rewind out of it. So next time you breathe in, reach your left arm up, lift your hips up, reach forward and down. So coming back into your low lunge, and then moving into your standing split. So left foot roots, right leg lifts, just like a one-legged forward fold. Hips can be square, or you're more than welcome to open your right hip. Just make sure you're not sinking into your outer left hip, so your left inner thigh hugs in, and your belly button is what lifts you up. So rather than feeling like all of your weight is coming down into your left foot and your left leg is so tired, see if you can get the energy to move up. Use your strong core. Spread your left toes, spread your right toes, active through your right toes. So they're lifting you out of your left leg. One more inhale. Exhale, curl in, knee to your nose. So you're balancing on your left foot in a little tiny ball. Inhale, re-extend, maybe a handstand hop if you want. So we're doing 3 of them total. Exhale, crunch, knee to your nose, curl in, hollow out your belly. Balancing on your left foot. Inhale, re-extend, or a little hoppy hop. Last time, crunch, knee to your nose. Yes, get small and compact. Inhale, re-extend. And then this time, as you exhale, just a forward fold position. You can give your left leg a shake out. Bring your big toes together until they touch. A little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So your choice once again, you can try to press your heels down to work ankle flexibility. You could also try to lift your heels up really high to work strength. If you want, here is an option for a balance challenge. Turn it into a toe stand. So squeeze in with your inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs, and see if you can point your knees straight forward. So your thighs are parallel to the ground and hands come to your heart center. Balancing on your toes, soften your face, unclench your jaw. Focus your gaze. Take about 2 more rounds wherever you're at. Good job. Halfway lift position. So heels down, spine long. You can heel toe your feet out wider if you prefer. And then fold. Let it go. Exhale. Take it all the way up. High mountain rise. Arms overhead. pause and check in with your personal imbalances. How can you stand in more optimal alignment for your body? Left foot is your base this time. Right knee lifts, standing staff. So as you come into your balance, maybe you have to realign and feel back into your center. Hug in with your inner thighs. Dorsal flexion through your right toes. Nice. So flex them back towards your shin. One more inhale here. Figure four with chair plane arms. So outer right ankle, top of left thigh. Sit back and reach your arms back. Weight in your heel so your butt is going back. Your knee is not coming forward. And then for this one, we'll stay a while. So if you want to, please feel free to move around, to play, to come out of the pose, come back in, to fall out of the pose and come back in. So the more I do all these practices like yoga and breath work and ecstatic dance and meditation, the more I realize it's all just like a big adult playground. We're supposed to be having fun. We're supposed to be playful. It's not supposed to be so serious all the time. Next couple rounds. Come back to the standing staff or high mountain if you'd like. Totally fine. Both feet can be on the ground if needed. Otherwise, right knee is lifting, right toes are flexed. Take one more inhale, maybe even extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. Try your low, deep abdominals in. Slow motion, low lunge. See if you can land with your fingers and toes at the exact same time. And then once you've gotten back into low lunge, remember, hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot out to the width of your mat. Maybe even walk your left foot forward a bit so your legs have plenty of space. And then you choose where you want to go on this side. So either lift your hips, lower your heart, or lower your hips and your back knee, lift your heart up. And if you are taking that variation where you're lifting your heart, try not to put too much weight in your hands. Yeah, encourage your left knee to track towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing inward. And if it helps, you can pivot your left toes out to the left. You could even roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Take about 3 more breaths, either letting your hips melt as your heart lifts or letting your heart melt as your hips lift. Breathing. So not analyzing, oh, I'm so uncomfortable. What am I going to do after this class? I need to get out of here. That's your ego. That's your thinking, talking, judging mind. Be in your body. Oh, there's a lot of sensation in my hips. I'm going to take a big, deep breath. See what happens. One last round. Come back up to your hands if you're not there already and walk your left foot back to midline. So you're framing left foot. Lift your back knee. And then all the way back to a 3-legged down dog. Left leg to the sky. Unthread your left leg. Open up your left hip. Bend your left knee. Perfect. So stay right here if you want to. This is a wonderful stretch. Or take one more inhale here. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Little twist across your body. Push the ground away. Nice bend. Inhale, 3-legged dog. See if you can open your hip. Feel how to articulate through your hip joint. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit, aim high. Yes. Inhale, this time square hips, 3-legged dog, long through your left leg. Exhale, rock forward, your variation of plank to chaturanga. Nice job, nice shoulders, Kate. Inhale, curl open, good Liz. And exhale, either child's pose or down dog. So give yourself a moment to simply be. To simply feel and notice and reconnect. All that aliveness inside of you. So we will now move through that entire flow, that entire sequence 2 more times, but this time we'll go faster. We'll go 1 breath, 1 movement. It does not mean that we move as fast as we can mindlessly just to get it over with. It means we move so slow with so much intention with our slow, deep, powerful breaths. So if I'm cueing too slow for you, see if you can breathe slower and deeper and bigger. If at any time you want to take a little break, you want to move on your own, totally fine with me. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Fire it up. So your breath is not there to fight with you. It is there to support you. If you can figure out how to let it. Take one more inhale into down dog, friends. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. All the way up, rise, arms overhead, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, here we go. Let's slow. Inhale, reach up, grab your left wrist with right hand. Exhale, side body stretch to your right. Legs are optional, add them if you want. Inhale, back to center, release your grip. Chair plane or drinking bird, float to tiptoes if you want. Inhale, high mountain, heels down, arms up, grab your right wrist. And exhale, side body stretch towards the windows. Legs are optional, add them if you want. Inhale, back to center. Baby back bend, cactus your arms. Open your heart, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze. Inhale, re-extend, find neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Exhale, stick your butt out as you slowly dive down and fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower slowly. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Take your right leg high. Inhale. Use your strong core. Step your right foot forward. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Breathe in. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the earth. Horizon lunge. Inhale, reach forward, up and back. Your hips come down. And then just like you're rewinding, exhale, reach up, forward and down, low lunge. Standing splits, inhale, left leg lift. Spread your toes. Just one time, knee to your nose, curl in. Inhale, re-extend or little handstand hop. Exhale, straight into your tiny little potato bug ball. Get small. Good job. Halfway lift. Heels down. Stick your butt way out behind you as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Take it all the way up. Rise. Inhale, arms reach up. Left knee floats up. Flex your toes back. And exhale, chair plane with a figure four in your legs. Sit back and reach back. Inhale, standing staff. Maybe extend left leg forward. Slow motion, low lunge. Touch with fingers and toes at the same time. From here, inhale, right leg to the sky. Three-legged down dog. Open your right hip. Absolutely stay and hold if you want, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Right to right, aim for your armpit. Yes, inhale, three-legged, this time square hips. And exhale, rock forward, your variation of plank to chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart, nice Mikkel. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Slowly and softly step forward, low lunge, breathe out. Inhale, crescent, rise, strong and steady through your legs. Exhale, hands to the earth. Horizon, think graceful, left arm forward, up and back. Yes, good, Anya. Rewind, exhale, reach up, forward and down, low lunge. Standing splits as you inhale, right leg floats up, spread your toes. And knee to your nose, little crunch, just one time. Inhale, re-extend, or take a little hoppy hop if you want. Tiny little potato bug ball, big toes touch, get small and compact all the way to empty in your breath. Good, bend, halfway lift position, lengthen. realign. Exhale, bow and fold. Lonnie. Take it all the way up. Rise, arms reach up, right knee floats up. Flex your toes. Exhale, figure four. Reach your arms back and sit back all the way to empty. Inhale, standing staff. Possibly extend your leg forward. Try not to lean back. And then slow motion, low lunge. Touch at the exact same time if possible. Beautiful. Three-legged down dog. Left leg back and up. So unthread your left leg. Stay here with a nice open hip. Or left knee, right elbow. Exhale. Inhale, take it back up and open back up. Left to left. Aim for your armpit. This time, three-legged dog, square hips, inner thighs face each other. And as you exhale, rock forward your variation, plank to chaturanga. You can always go straight to down dog if you'd rather. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Very nice, my friends. That is one round. We've got one more. This time I'm going to add a few different things, a few variations. So just like you've been doing this entire class, just like you always do, stay present, listen to my cues. They are invitations, so take what works and leave the rest behind. It's your practice. Give yourself permission to feel your own body and take care of what you feel in your own body. Take one more inhale into down dog if you are coming with me. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step, tiptoe, or hop forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. And bow, fold, rise. Big full body stretch. Inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, last round. Here we go. Inhale, arms to the sky. Grab left wrist with right hand. Exhale, side body stretch. Legs are optional. Inhale, back to center, both feet on your mat. Release your grip. Chair plane or drinking bird. So maybe float to tiptoes. Inhale, high mountain. Heels down, arms up. Lengthen. Grab your right wrist and exhale, side body stretch. Again, legs are an option. Inhale, back to your high mountain. One more standing back bend, cactus your arms. Make it come from mid and upper back, not so much low back. Inhale, re-extend, realign, reach. Now all the way down, dive down, forward fold. Beautiful, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, keep that exhale going or even hold empty as you lower, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down, elbow tips point back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Softly and slowly, right foot steps forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent rise. All right, listen here, my friends. Exhale, either airplane lunge or full airplane. So if you're taking full airplane, think of a smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your heel. Lift your heart using the strength in your back body. Lift your back heel using the strength in your inner thighs. Take one more round wherever you're at. Awesome. Anya, come back. Crescent lunge, soft landing. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Rise in lunge. Inhale, reach forward, up and back. Listen, exhale, reach up, forward and down. Walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. You're in a wide-legged straddle. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, either fold or wherever you want to go for about 5 rounds. So you can use this as more of a rest, or you can use this as a time to play and explore and get curious. Feel your body, feel your breath. Last couple of rounds. And next inhalation, Halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as needed. Exhale, spider crawl your hands to the top of your space, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, left leg floats high. Yes. Exhale, knee to your nose, curl in, hollow out. Inhale, re-extend or handstand hop. Tiny little potato bug ball, get small and compact all the way to empty. Find your very, very, very center. Inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Exhale, bow and fold. All the way up, rise, arms overhead, right knee lifts, or excuse me, left knee lifts, left knee lifts. Now listen, we're going somewhere different. Eagle legs. So left knee on top of right, sit back into your eagle legs. If you can get that second wrap of your toes around your calf, awesome. If not, just keep your left toes active. See if you can lengthen your spine, tone your belly, draw your belly button in and up. One more inhale, reach up. Exhale, left elbow under right, left elbow under right. Wrap your arms together. Yes. If you can't wrap your arms, you can grab the backs of your shoulders instead. Squeeze your legs and sit back. See if you can lift your elbows up away from your chest, gazing right through your arms. Slow, deep breaths. Tone your belly. Feel the length in your spine and the length in the back of your neck. One more round. So nice. Unwind, standing staff or high mountain. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, slowly. Left toes to the back of your yoga mat. Three-legged down dog, right leg back and up. Open your right hip. Pause. Open your right hip. Pause. Stay here or flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm forward, heart forward. Beautiful. Nice, Kate. Lift your hips and breathe all the way down into your belly. Feel your strong back muscles. One last round. Ha, and then come back, everybody. Regular downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. Reconnect to your breath. Please feel free to stay right here and walk it out a little longer. Or inhale, rock forward, high plank, maybe hovering right leg if you want to. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Very nice. Peel your heart open, breathe in, shoulders back and down. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg high, you are almost there, stick with it. Step your left foot forward as soft as possible, low lunge. Crescent lunge, last time, rise. And your choice, airplane lunge or fly full airplane. So maybe you stay in a lunge with your arms reaching back, or maybe back foot floats up. Very nice. Heart lifts. Feel your back muscles engage. Back toes active, one last round. Awesome. Come back, nice, Laura. Crescent lunge, land softly, inhale. And exhale, hands to the earth. Horizon. Inhale, left arm forward, up and back. Good job. Rewind. Exhale, up, forward, and down. Continue to walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Stick your butt out. And exhale anywhere you want to go, about 5 rounds. So once again, you do not have to do what you did on the other side. You can if you want to. Really good, everyone. Last couple of breaths. Halfway lift. Inhale, fingertips on the ground, so bend knees as needed. Exhale, walk your hands forward, back to low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Right leg lifts, standing splits. Exhale, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly. Inhale, re-extend one last time, maybe one last handstand hop. And then tiny little potato bug balls, all and compact all the way to emptiness. Halfway lift. Breathe in and lengthen. Stick your butt out. Exhale and fold. Rise up one last time. Arms to the sky. Right knee floats up. Standing staff. So right knee is lifted. And remember, eagle legs. So as you are ready, right knee on top of left. Sit back. Possibly getting that second wrap of your toes around your calf. If not, no biggie. Weight in your heel as you sit back. Squeeze your inner thighs. Take one more inhale to lengthen your spine. Reach up. And then as you exhale, right elbow under left, right elbow under left. If it's too much, grab the backs of your shoulders instead. Good, good, good. Sit low. Squeeze towards midline. Breathe. Soften your face. Lift your elbows up and away. One last round. You're doing so good. You're almost there. Let it all go. Standing staff pose. Everything unwinds. Inhale. Maybe extend. Low lunge as you exhale. Slow motion. Land softly. Inhale, three-legged. Take your left leg all the way back and up. Open up your hip. This is a great place to stay and get the nice stretch for your hip. Or option two, flip your dog. Left foot comes down. Left arm forward. Yes. Breathe down into your belly. Stretch your abdominal wall. Awesome, Kathy. One last round. And come back downward facing dog pose. Nice job, Lonnie. Walk it out. Keep walking it out a little longer, or inhale, rock forward, high plank. You can hover left leg if you want to. Chaturanga, lower slowly. Lift your heart, breathe in. Lift your hips, breathe out. So everybody downward facing dog. We're moving towards pigeon. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently for pigeon pose. If you know that this pose works better for you on your back or in a seat, absolutely, please feel free to take it there instead. Breath by breath. See if you can allow your body to soften more, to let go around the pose. Open mouth size at any time. Notice if you've gone somewhere else in your mind. And if so, no big deal, but just bring yourself back. Feel your body, feel your breath. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if you're bored, knowing that it's only temporary, can you just be with it and feel? What does boredom feel like in your body? What does discomfort feel like in your hips? How can you soften around those positions or those emotions that aren't so comfortable for us, and just let them flow as energy? Take your last 2 or 3 rounds here. And then bottom of your next exhale, my friends, to start your own transition back to downward facing dog, however you want to get there. So maybe you move back into a 3-legged dog, give your right leg a little shake out. Maybe you move into a tabletop position and take some hip circles or cat cows. If you're on your back and you want to just stay on your back, take some neutralizing movements there instead, please feel free. So whatever your body is calling for, if you want to move through a vinyasa to kind of reset, go for it. And then I am actually just going to say each of you in your next few rounds, find your way into your variation of pigeon on the other side. And then be there and breathe there. Notice what comes, notice what goes. Just let it. So another way that I love kind of tell the difference between the voice of our ego, our thinking, talking, judging mind, and the voice of our soul. One of my favorite meditation teachers, Corey Muscara, he says, the voice of our ego comes from a place that is trying to feel safe and loved and accepted. So the voice of our ego comes from a place that is trying to feel safe and loved and accepted. But the voice of our soul already knows that we are safe, that we are loved, that we are accepted. So I like to sometimes notice if my actions are being motivated by a need for an outside sense of safety and love and validation, or is it coming from a place that already knows I'm loved, that already knows I'm safe, that already knows I'm worthy as I am. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. So start getting curious. Is it the voice of your ego or is it the voice of your soul? It's a good way to make decisions. Give yourself a few more rounds. Everyone came into this at a different time, so I'll kind of let you be the judge ultimately. When you feel like you're pretty even on both sides with your pigeon pose, you can either make one last transition back to down dog, maybe even move through one last vinyasa, or if you prefer, perhaps one last child's pose instead. If you're already on your back and you want to wait for us there, perfectly fine. Just take whatever neutralizing movements feel good to you down on your back. And if you're making your way back to one final down dog, perhaps you take a moment just to feel into all that space. You're choosing a child's pose, just settling into all that space. And it looks like many of you are already onto your back. So everybody, wherever you are, start to find your way in your next few rounds down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you want. Once you're on your back, whatever feels good there, maybe hug your knees in, take a little rock. And eventually, my friends, just find a supine spinal twist of your choice. So let your knees fall to either side and take about 5 rounds of breath on each side. Just let your body melt into the ground a little more with each breath. So see if you can notice, are there places you still are trying to hold yourself up? Places you're tensing up or resisting? Just by noticing, see if anything shifts, if anything softens. If you haven't already, find your way to the other side. And please, no rush. So if you're still hanging out in your twist a little longer, awesome, I love it. But eventually come out of your twist and just finish off your practice with any postures that your body is still calling for. So about 10 breaths. If there's anything else your body needs, maybe it's some sort of inversion that you like to use, that you like to finish off your practice with. Maybe it's a happy baby to kind of neutralize your spine. Perhaps you just give your knees one last big squeeze, tiny little potato bug ball, give yourself a big hug, or even a full body stretch. So whatever feels good, and eventually you just start to let your breath dissipate and become more effortless and easy. And as you settle into your final relaxation, I have a thought for you. It says, we often see things as a string of linear moments, but really, there is just this moment, just this field of immediate experience that we call now, in which all things are constantly changing. The present moment is the only moment you can ever experience, and yet it is something that most of us are out of touch with. We escape it mentally through our attachment to memory or through our imaginary plans for the future. So, my friends, for these last few moments of class, see if you can just be present, just this moment. Let everything outside of these four walls fall away. And just feel your body, feel the energy inside of your body. Just let whatever comes, come. Let whatever goes, go. Let the sounds and the vibrations and the frequencies move through you. And see if you can, instead of hearing with your ears and hearing in your head, see if you can actually listen with your entire body, with your entire being. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And just start to slowly come back into your physical body. Wiggle fingers, toes. As you're ready, roll to either side. Fetal position. Visualize as you rest on your side. Visualize in some way, use your imagination. Visualize the energy of your practice, the energy of that sound bath, just kind of seeping into your body, absorbing in, integrating in. And then use the strength in your arms to guide yourself up into a seated meditation. So right back where we began. And just sit up tall. Gather your hands to your heart. Prayer hands are one palm stacked on top of the other. And we'll seal our class, seal our practice with one big Om. So try not to worry too much about how you sound, but feel the vibration that's moving through your body and then expressing out your mouth. So start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Open your mouth big and wide. Thank you so much for being here, letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends. Ruby's ready. She's done. Okay, you did so good. If you have questions, feel free to ask, and have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. What you doing, sweetie? What you doing? Oh my. I know. Thank you.
Bye, honey. Thank you.
Becca, I can put your blocks away. Oh, you got them? Okay. Have a good one. Thanks for coming.